Peace and blessings, family. It's your girl, Sony, back again with another one. I don't know why. One of my homegirls is going to ride in with the rest of my stories today. I had a homegirl. I'm going to call her Tatiana when I was growing up. We wasn't friends like that. We knew people in the neighborhood, and we would rock every once in a blue. Tatiana, she was black and Puerto Rican. She a little Puerto Rican. Well, you know, black and Puerto Rican, the mixture. You know the difference. But she was what we would call a 304. Now, don't get me wrong. She was a nice girl. She was a nice girl. She was nice looking. I don't think she had any siblings because she would always come around by herself. And, you know, back then we would go to jams in a big park and, you know, just rock out. And she was cool. You know, we was trying to be the second coming of Bob Marley together because that's what we did as teenagers. It is what it is. But at night, she would disappear. At night, she would disappear. You wouldn't see her till the next day. Then all of a sudden, these stories about Tatiana would start to circulate. She was with this person, they did that. She was with this person, they did that. She was with these people, and they did that. They was on Pebble Beach, and they was running trains, and they was doing this. I was disturbed because I liked her as a person. I thought she was nice. But I sat back to try to do the psychology. She was a pretty girl who didn't understand her beauty. She didn't understand the price of her beauty. Obviously, there had been some type of situation because children aren't promiscuous. Things happen. Something awakens this, and you don't know about sexual things as children until something has been introduced to you. And I don't know what her story was, but all the guys liked her, all the girls didn't like her. See, that's how it worked for me as being a lesbian, because I rocked both ways. I chilled with my homeboys. I chilled with my homegirls. I had an attraction, same-sex attraction, even though I didn't act on it at that young age, because, you know, it was still me and Jesus, and, well, me and Allah, but Jesus was still there, and I was still trying to pray the gay away. So Islam came at a very important time in my life because it could have been totally different. But I didn't see her like that. I saw her like a little sister. It's like, yo, she's cool. And eventually we would have talks about things. And she had a lot of insecurities that you would not think that this pretty young girl had. I mean, honestly speaking, if she was in a different neighborhood and had different parents, she could have been a model. Now, I'm not going to say she would have been a Naomi Campbell model or even a Tyra Banks model, but she could have been a model where she was taking care of herself and her family without having to worry about someone else, you know, trying to abuse her. Well, damn. Now that I think about it, the abuse probably would have been on a higher scale. Excuse me. Because the modeling industry is full of nothing but a bunch of pervs anyway. See, that's why I hate my mind, because even when I'm talking, common sense has to go in. I can't even finish the story because common sense was like, Sonia, are you stupid? She probably would have been bop, 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 to all these older gentlemen. And the world we live in sucks. And my heart breaks for the Tatianas of the world because there's insecurities out there that have to be healed. I never met her parents. If I saw her parents, I would never have known that they were her parents. And I've been to her home before and never saw her parents. Because she lived in one of those older places, older apartments on the Lower East Side, where you were going and there was like a tub and a shower in the kitchen, which is weird. But that's how the older apartments used to be in the Lower East Side. She wasn't in the projects. But she would always chill in the projects and over there in the castle where we was in the Tier 2 shelter. And I always wonder what happened to her. What happened to her? Did she make it out? Was she okay? Last time I saw her, we was on a bus. And I was already out. I think she was bi at this time. She was bi. And I do realize that happens with a lot of women that go through things. Not to say that she wasn't born that way. I don't know her story, but I know from a lot of trauma, some people, some women gravitate towards the softer side of life where they're gonna, sometimes it's birth, sometimes it's nature. Like, we don't know. But I really hope that, she's okay. When we met on that bus, she was chilling. She looked good. Her friend seemed like a pretty okay person, the chick she was with. I always think about her because she had a large body count, and we wasn't even 17 years old. She had a large body count, and I was still a virgin, like, wow. But I listen and don't judge. I never judged none of my friends because I had a lot of friends. Most of my friends was 304s, I'm not going to lie. What you would consider was a 304. Whether they projected that to the outside world or not. But their body counts and things like that told that they were, 304s. And I always looked at them differently. Like, wow. I wonder how it affects every aspect of their life because they're looking for acceptance. But they're looking for acceptance in the wrong way, but that's the only way that they know to get acceptance is through their sacral chakra. And the men do it the same way, except the hood don't talk about them as much because they look at them as their studs when you're sleeping with 3 and 4 and 5 and 10 different women. The insecurities, the hurt, the pain, all of that's still the same. It doesn't matter the gender. It's still the same. And that's what we got to stop looking at because it's guys. Oh, no, he's just being a man. No, a real man is going to come, love, and protect and be with one woman and pour into that one woman and have that family with that one woman and not her cousin and her best friend and a foe and an enemy. No. They're going to come, cover, protect, and provide. That's what real men do. Boys run out here trying to bet everything to try to get notches on their belt to feel like men. That's not manhood. So that's why it's important for us to pour into ourselves and pour into everything around us, whether it's a little cousin or anybody, anyone. Because how you treat you says a lot about how you will allow other people to treat you. How you're going to let the world treat you. Your body could either be a temple or a turnstile. The choice is yours. Mine has always been a temple. I tell you, mother don't play those games. Not at all. So, when you see something, you got a friend that might be a little too loose. A sister about to get loose. And there's nothing cute about that, Going to the club, picking up different people, and I know y'all got so many different STIs and STDs nowadays. It's sad, baby. And I'm saying this as an elder who's almost 55 and have never had an itch or scratch or nothing. Because, baby, the day that I do, I'm going to be on ABC, NBC, CBC, TBS. You get it? Telemundo. Univision. Nah, that's not fly. You are creating soul ties with each person that you lay down with. And they've been with. Man, y'all need a California king by the time y'all get finished. A couple of California kings. It's real. Y'all look at the world as this is physical. Everything is spiritual. Everything is energy. Everything. And energy never dies. It's here. It's in you. Some people wonder why I can never get over Jimmy. I haven't seen Jimmy in 35 years. And girl, I saw a picture and everything came back. Yeah, because y'all still got a soul tie, heifer. You still got a soul tie with toothless Jimmy that you ain't seen for 35 years. And he got a family and he don't want you. I say.